Yo, this is Nightmare Baller or Markeem or whatever you know me as. And this is another installment of the Nightmare Effect. And in today's episode, we'll be covering San Diego Comic-Con. I'm joined by my brother-in-law,
Justin.
Any other names you want to go by?
Nah, we're going to go by Justin right now.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah. We're not going to cover everything because I feel like that'll be impossible. But we'll cover a lot of the big stuff. And I have a small little thing at the end that might turn into a rant. I don't know. It's a good possibility it'll turn into a rant. So we'll see. But we got a list here of things that we just want to jump on real quick. And we're not. I mean, some things might take longer than others, but just a list full of things we're gonna jump on a little bit. First thing we wanted to talk about was Justice League. And all the news around Justice League, the trailer, all that other jazz that we saw. Just about a 4-minute trailer or something like that.
I think roughly about that.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the trailer? And, what did you see that had you excited? What had you concerned? All that stuff.
I would say probably the funniest thing about the trailer, other than showing us another look at it of the world they're trying to create, was probably the joke with Cyclops and Alfred.
Cyclops?
Cyborg. Sorry.
What the fuck just happened?
Sorry about that.
That was funny.
But Cyborg, the scene with Cyborg taking over the Batwing, and he's mentioning that Alfred is like, Alfred, I have control of this now, and Alfred like, sorry, who is this? To me, that was the highlight of the trailer from a comedic aspect. Other than that, seeing the world they're trying to create, that they've been trying to create, I guess they now have a vision. I don't really know, but
I think they always had a vision. It's just
been very jumbled together.
I think now it just seems like they are kind of, their biggest problem is they wouldn't get out of the creator's way. Mm-hmm. And it seems like now they're letting them do their thing, which is good. I mean, it's still Zack Snyder and everybody's worried about that, but we'll see, man. By the way, condolences to him and his family. That's fucking terrible. You know what happened.
I know. Okay, I feel sorry for him that he had to, leave something that he was trying to build with this franchise, but he had to take care of his family and what was important.
I mean, he tried to throw himself into work so he wouldn't think about it, but that's never healthy.
No,
but enough about that tragic shit. It just seems like they're letting the creators be the creators. There's one thing that I don't know if I'm necessarily worried about, other than I wish they finally had a chance to do something different. Like, this is something they did 20 years ago when Superman died. And, because, at the end, that was Superman. I highly doubt it was anyone else. There's actually a picture online. If you turn up the brightness on that last shot of Alfred talking to whoever that was, mm-hmm. You see, a red cape and, a blue shoulder. So, it obviously Superman. But I just wish they wouldn't go the route of, Kryptonian regeneration. And Bruce knew about that, so he always knew Clark would be back. I hope they don't do, because that's what they did 30 years ago, or 20 some odd years ago. And I hope they don't do that again, because you had 20 plus years to come up with a better idea than that stupid shit, but it seems like it's gonna happen. So that's one of those things that I wish wasn't comic book accurate. You know what I mean? But
this is Warner Brothers we're talking about, so
yeah. But other than that, though, I mean, it all looked great to me, man. I can't wait to see Aquaman. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Because, man, it's about time that he got some sort of win in mainstream media.
No more jokes from Family Guy on Aquaman. He actually looks awesome now. So
or Robot Chicken, any of them motherfuckers. But, it looks good. I mean, I don't want to say, beat a dead horse. Steppenwolf looks amazing to me. The thing that I'm hearing most people say is that they wish it was an actual human playing him instead of a CGI effect. And to that I say, they want to sell the new gods as looking like deities. You know what I mean? So that's why I imagine that Darkseid will look similar. You know what I mean? So I feel like they couldn't go with a human because they want them to look like deities. Like if you see the end of Wonder Woman, which I know you hadn't seen, I can ruin for you, but Blank is in that movie, and Blank looks like a deity when Blank finally shows Blank's final form at the end of the movie, and Blank.
Yeah, I think I can kind of put it together what you're trying to say.
But yeah. So that's all it is. But November, I can't wait. The look of it is great. I feel like they touched up Cyborg a little bit because I was like concerned in that first trailer. He looked ridiculous to me.
Yeah,
like,
very cheesy.
He looked overly CGI stuff. He looked a lot better in this trailer, and even Barry's suit, which I couldn't stand at first, that looks better. It looks good, man. I hope it is. I'm one of those people that I'm not a fanboy. I'm not actively rooting for DC to fail and Marvel to succeed. I want all this shit to be good because it benefits everyone when all of it's good. I get nothing out of it being. I get absolutely nothing out of that. You know what I mean? So I want it to be good. Please be good.
But let's hope for that. Nothing else with Justice League right now. I think we kind of hit everything we need to touch on that. Now the other big movie coming out in November that had a really good trailer, Thor Ragnarok.
What a good segue. That's next on the list. Good job. He's getting better at this, people. Yeah. But that trailer was awesome, man. I know a lot of people are saying it looks like typical Marvel romp with comedy. And look, man, the Marvel formula works, all right? Like, do y'all want to go back to 93 where motherfuckers didn't even know how, like, these characters were supposed to look? Like, what are we doing? But, I think it looks great, man. I love that they're having the Hulk talk instead of Grunt. The entire movie. From what I hear, we're going to get a lot of Hulk in this movie instead of Banner, which I really appreciate since Universal won't just let them make a Hulk movie. But whatever. I worry how much Kate Blanchett's gonna be in the movie because Marvel's track record with these villains.
Yeah,
I just wonder about that. And the thing that really makes me worry about her getting screen time is when I saw Surtur at the end. Like, is it just gonna be Kate Blanchett setting up Surtur for the final fight where he's just a CGI effect that the Hulk fights or what the Hulk and Thor fights, which will probably happen, and that's a little disappointing, man. I hope they don't go like I predict that will happen, but I hope it's not as cut and dry as I just said. Yeah, I hope they change it up just a little bit, just a little bit to do to break the monotony of it all.
Yeah, I really like to see Kate Blanchett more as a focal villain. And a little bit more screen time that we had with previous villains in the Marvel MCU. So here's hoping for that. But one of the other cool things about that trailer was, what I'm talking about.
What?
Keith Urban.
Oh, Keith Urban?
Carl Urban.
The country singer?
Yes.
I didn't know he was in that.
He had an amazing song. You hear it?
But Yeah, Carl Urban looked great. Like, he looked just like Scourge from the comics. He got his assault rifles and everything. Somebody, one of the guys at Comic-Con, I can't remember who it was, they said during the panel that he had his blood axe, which is also great. But I don't expect him to say much at all because Scourge, the character, doesn't say much. I really don't expect him to do much except look tough and shoot people. You know what I mean?
And that's all we really can ask.
Which is fine, you know what I mean? Because that's the character. But he looks like he's ripped right from the comics. It's actually pretty amazing. Even fucking Jeff Goldblum looks just like. Looks just like the Grandmaster. You know what I mean? Except he's not blue, but the painting and his clothes and all that. Like, they're fully embracing the cosmic side of Marvel, and I fucks with that. The only thing that I worry about though is all Surtur is going to be is a giant CGI effect. And he's so much more than that. And I just wonder how much Odin's going to be in this movie because Surtur and Odin are tied to each other. You know what I mean? So I just wonder. I don't feel like getting into that here. Wikipedia the shit. But they're tied to each other. You know what I mean? So I just want to know how much we actually get any of that, because we didn't see Odin at all during that trailer, during either of the trailers. Yeah. So but we know he's in the movie, but because we know Doctor Strange shows up too. But yeah, it's kind of
it's just kind of hard to say, especially when you got something that's, like you say, it's possibly going to be big in CGI. You just don't know how they're going to fully use it to its full extent, or just a little bit. Not overpower where it takes away from everything else in the movie, but just enough is like, okay, this is kind of cool. Can we get back to the other main villain?
I don't mind him being fully CGI because he's a big creature. I just don't want that
to overpower.
No, just for that to be all he is, just a cool CGI effect that they fight at the end. You know what I mean? Because Surtur's a character. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked how, like in Doctor Strange, right, how they handled Dormammu at the end.
Yeah,
I like that, but Dormammu is a character. You know what I mean? It's not just a CGI effect. You know, it's what I worry about. After seeing Doctor Strange, I just think they're going to do that again, and I don't want them to do that again.
I mean, like I said, these movies, you probably aren't going to see that again. So I mean, you might as well just buckle up and just enjoy the rest of the ride.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of disappointing. But yeah, all right. Next, this is going to be quick because we don't have any information about this. I just wanted to talk about it. A Doctor Doom film with Noah Hawley of Fargo and Legion fame. And I know Legion had a panel at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not even going to talk about it here. Just know Legion Season 1, I'm sure you can agree, is amazing.
It's truly amazing. It was robbed at the Emmys, though.
Well, we'll make an entire Emmy show, if you want, after the award show.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to talk about the nominees, because what's the point of doing that? But after the award show, we'll talk about the winners and shit like that. But, yeah, man. I'm excited. I know everyone wants, because I do too, the MCU to get, at least Doctor Doom. Maybe not the Fantastic Four, but at least Doctor Doom. And I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Noah Hawley is amazing. Like, that dude's a genius. And I just have trouble believing that this will be bad. You know what I mean? It seems like everything that dude touches around this time is not only good, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, Fargo Season 1 is amazing. Season 2 is amazing. Season 3 started out great and then got amazing. Legion, to me, was the best season of any comic book show ever. You know what I mean? Like, period. Maybe one exception. But, for the most part, though, like, ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be good. You got any ideas of who they could cast as Doctor Doom? I was going to ask you. I got none, so I just want to see what you was gonna say.
I mean, is it going to be on FX like Legion was?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a
movie. Ooh, yeah, got me on that one.
I have no clue because I thought Toby Kebbell would be a good idea. We saw how that turned out. When I got excited for that, I was like, "Oh shit, Toby Kebbell gonna be done?" No, nah. Yeah. Nah, it was garbage. Yeah, I got no clue, bro. Just somebody who can convey intimidating and also cunning at the same time. I don't know who that could be. This is gonna sound weird, but Aaron Eckhart, I think, could be a good Doctor Doom. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can pull it off. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think you can pull it off. That was just a random name I put. I hadn't even thought about it. Maybe we'll think about it and talk about it a little later. But
yeah, you kind of just dropped it on the spot for me, so I gotta think about that.
Aaron Eckhart is one name that y'all can just think about wearing the Doom mask because I think that'll be great. But that's just me. Whatever. He needs kind of a win too because shit kind of mediocre for him these days. But okay, next, the thing that opens up so many possibilities for the MCU. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you've been talking about it for the last couple of days.
Captain Marvel. I was already excited because Brie Larson is Carol Danvers. Brie Larson is maybe my favorite actress right now. Maybe it's possible. possibly.
Man, she's up there.
Her Claire Danes, you know, everybody knows I love Homeland, Claire Danes. Even though it's flawed, I can admit that. But Brie Larson is incredible. You know what I mean? I was excited for that. I'm excited for Nick Fury in the 1990s with 2 eyes.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
I'm excited about that. A lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. involvement with that. What would be really cool, though, not sure if they're going to do it, is if they got Clark Gregg to be Coulson during that.
Oh, younger.
Like a young Coulson during the 1990s. Or maybe, you know, another actor is like a young Coulson during the 1990s. Just Coulson in general. Or Agent May. You know, both of them. That would be cool. Probably not going to happen because they don't care about the TV shows, even though Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? But fuck all that. Let's talk about the Skrulls, right? Let's not even talk about the movie. Like, you know, like, I'm excited for the movie, but I'm almost like, fuck the movie. You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about the damn Skrulls, man. Let's talk about that shit.
That was probably one of the biggest events, one of the biggest announcements that happened at Comic-Con.
One of the biggest.
Well, he don't put it as the biggest.
Hell yeah.
I'll put it as one of the biggest. I'm being a realist right now, but I understand what you're saying. This is a big thing for the MCU.
It's a huge thing.
I know, and it opens
you know the possibilities now.
Yes, I know.
You understand? Like, do y'all know that maybe one of the Avengers was a fucking Skrull the whole time? Did y'all think about that? Maybe we have a spy in our midst. That's very possible. That's crazy.
And it gets you to wonder, especially after that movie comes out, are we going to sit here and have conversations where we're playing the guess game on who was the Skrull?
Or maybe we might find out in that movie.
We might.
Yeah, I mean, like Nick Fury could be a Skrull. Like, he might have got switched in that movie. We might find that out then. And the Nick Fury we've been seeing the whole time has really been a fucking Skrull. You know, Skrulls, they get, if someone has powers, they get their powers, they get their appearance, and they get their memories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they replace the person. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited for this, dog. Not like the movie, yes, I was excited for, but just the fact that Skrulls are in the... Skrulls are in the MCU. Skrulls, that's all I'm saying. Captain, I should have just put Skrulls right here. We got like a list of the shit we talking about. I should have just put Skrulls where Captain Marvel.
Like, not even this list is like, not even put Captain Marvel, just Skrulls, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Skrulls, yeah. Like, that's so exciting. Because the Kree already here. Marvel Universe. Maybe one fucking day, the nerd me can get a live action Kree Skrull war. Closest thing I got was Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and it never got there because the show got fucking canceled. But they kind of did it a little bit, but not really. But bro, the Skrull. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Let's go to the next thing.
I feel like we're gonna go back to the Skrull thing at a later time in this podcast. So just everyone keep waiting. We might come back to it and talk some more about it.
But Skrulls, no. Okay, so next we got Black Panther, and I'm not, we're not gonna talk about this much because really at Comic-Con we didn't get too much new information other than little plot details. To be honest with you,
that little footage they showed.
Yeah, but we didn't see it.
Well, I mean, people have been
the poster.
About it.
The poster's dope though. You
oh yeah, I seen it.
All right, I'm glad we know what this movie's about now. I'm glad, because I'm going to say something real for a second, okay? Remember that trailer came out during the finals and everybody got
excited? You mean the initial trailer? That everyone lost their mind?
Yeah, the teaser trailer. It was a cool trailer. Don't get me wrong. They used Legend Has It by Run the Jewels. I love Run the Jewels, love that song. A lot of people didn't know what the song was. I love that beat. What is that?
So many people. Many people.
The trailer was just kind of a cool-looking trailer with cool-looking stuff. Like,
I mean, I was okay with it. They showed something of it, and I'm glad they, like making a big point. It's like, hey, this is going to be the next big hero for us. But they really didn't show us anything in that first trailer.
Yeah, they didn't show us no story at all.
No.
Like, and people was losing their shit. And don't get me wrong, I know it's a teaser. You know what I mean? But I'm like, okay, I'm excited, but calm down, motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just 10. Just
like everyone was acting like this is the next Black revolutionary movie that needs to be seen by everyone in existence.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm all the way with it, man. Like Ryan Coogler is an amazing director. Michael B. Jordan appears to have really bought into this villain, which is why I got high hopes for this villain, because Killmonger in the grand scheme of the Marvel universe is a very underrated villain. You know what I mean? To me, he's like up there with like if you think about like character driven villains, like a direct foil to a protagonist. Like you got Joker, Batman, Sabretooth, Wolverine, Luthor, Superman, shit like that. To me, he's right up there. It's just we hadn't seen him much because, you know, Black Panther until recently was not that big of a character. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but finally, it seems like Michael B. Jordan has bought in, and that has me excited. I'm hyped for the movie. The costumes look amazing. The what's the name that ties into the overall Marvel universe, and apparently Ulysses Claw has the sound blaster.
Yeah.
That I'm excited. All right, I'm excited, and apparently he's just out for himself and wants vibranium, which is his character. Like, this is why I love the age we live in, man. Like, quick little side note. I grew up in the 1990s, folks. I had a stupid Bane and Tommy Lee Jones acting like the fucking Joker as Two-Face, alright? Like, all of this shit is just amazing to me. That's why I can't be as cynical as some people when they see stuff and go, oh, it don't look that good to me. I know what the fuck preceded this, alright? I know the wasteland we used to be in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited this shit is handled with a level of care that it wasn't before. You know what I mean? Like, fuck what you heard. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Everything on here, I'm be like, I'm excited, alright? That's all I got to add about Black Panther, though. It looks amazing. I love the cast, the costumes, all that shit. It just all looks great. It's probably going to be pretty great. Did you see when they showed, like, the cast reaction to the footage they showed at Comic-Con?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's like a video of, like, because they had never seen the clip they showed, like the cast and the creators and all that shit, and they all got up and started hugging each other and dapping each other up and shit. I was like, these people are, if that don't make you feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are really excited about what they made, you know what I mean? And that makes me excited, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, had Andy Serkis there looking all out of place, like the one white man up there just...
Now, I do have to say one thing. I was looking at something online today, and they mentioned, like, all the cast, everyone in the movie. Let's just hope that they don't call the one character...
Oh, man, they already said they weren't going to do that.
Okay. Because I don't need an outrage of a million black folks mad as hell about this damn movie with a character named Mayonnaise, even though that's his name in the comics.
Yeah, but they already said they weren't. I figured they weren't going to do that anyway. We live in a far different age now. That would be... What is supposed to mean, man-ate? What you mean by that? Man, because he's black, he got to be man-ate? All these other characters ain't named Ape. He ate because he... That's what would happen. Yeah, but anyway. All right, Infinity War. Let's talk a little bit about that. A little bit of the news we found out about Infinity War. I don't recall any. That shows how much... Look, man, I'm excited for Infinity War. Don't get me wrong. It's the third Avengers movie. I like Age of Ultron, even though a lot of people didn't. I loved the first one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited for the third one. But let's just call it what it is here, man. The build for Thanos has been crappy. Let's just be real. We've seen that nigga sit in a chair for 30 seconds, grab a gauntlet at the end of Avengers 2 and turn around one time in Avengers 1, and yet I know who Thanos is, right?
Yes.
I read Infinity Gauntlet, you know what I'm saying? I read Infinity Quest. Infinity is one of the recent great Marvel events, you know what I mean? Thanos Imperative is an amazing miniseries that all of you should read, by the way. Dan Abnett, Andy Lannon, amazing fucking miniseries. You should read that. But it's literally one of the most underrated series of all time. Like, y'all need to read that. Anyway, read that.
All right.
Read that.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm excited for all, I'm excited because I know who Thanos is. I know what the story means and shit like that. But I think in terms of building to this movie, let's call a spade, man. They have not done a good job. Like, there have been great movies along the way. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I hear Spider-Man Homecoming. Civil War was a great movie. Doctor Strange, I thought, was a great movie. But leading into this movie, you know what I mean? It's just, they have not done their due diligence, I think. I think it's been a slow burn. I think they kind of... Okay, ESPN. I think they kind of should have done a better job explaining what each Infinity Stone means before we see this movie. You know what I mean?
Because it's only been like, they've only explained maybe one.
They hadn't explained what any of them do though.
Well, no, they just show like effects of them.
Yeah, they show what they are.
Yeah,
and, you know,
and what they can do, but they don't have a.
No. When did they say what they could do? I don't remember.
Well, they show. Well, I'm talking about like in
all we know is that they're powerful.
They're powerful. Like in Civil War, they show how it can actually give this inanimate thing life in the Vision. That was Age of Ultron. Oh, Age of Ultron, my bad. But they show like an effect of what that gem can do. Yeah, but like I said, they haven't really gone into.
And I feel like they should have been doing that along the way.
Yeah. Instead
of just trying to do all that in Infinity War, like I knew they're going to try. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm a little concerned because this movie has 8 billion characters. Exactly. Like, me and you are in this fucking movie, man. Everyone's in this goddamn movie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that the chick that played Betty Ross, Liv Tyler, is back for this shit. What the fuck Liv Tyler got to do with what's going on in this shit, man? What the fuck she gonna do in this? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is in this damn movie, Justin.
I know.
And if they pull it off, they're fucking geniuses. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm excited. I'm cautiously excited. You know what I mean? I'm excited because it's Marvel, and to me, call me a fanboy, whatever. I don't give a fuck. To me, I don't think they've made a horrible movie. I think they made some that aren't very good. I think they made some that are just kind of okay, meh, if you will.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, Iron Man 2, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think they've ever made a movie that's just flat out the drizzling shits, never go back to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this could be the first one. It's a lot of shit in this movie. but you know what I'm saying? So I know at least at the very minimum, I will enjoy it on some level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope it's more than that because we've been leading to this for so fucking long.
And to touch on that, like I said, we've had so many movies, and to have a build-up, quote-unquote, it's not really a build-up, to this ultimate bad in Thanos. Yeah. Like, he's supposed to be in both Avengers movies, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So, you have this build-up to a character that's literally going to be in 2 movies with 10 million characters in it, and we still don't... Have we even seen all the gems in the movies?
Have we? I know we've seen the Mind Gem. That's the Vision's gem. They say that Eye of Agamotto is a gem.
Yeah. The Tesseract's a gem.
The Tesseract's a gem. They had the...
in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which one was that? That was... fuck. It's 5 in all, so let's just count. All right. The Tesseract, Eye of Agamotto, the Mind Gem, the Thing in Guardians, and it's one more.
Was it Thor? The second Thor they introduced.
Yeah, they had one in there. They had one in that in the not so good Thor movie. They had one.
Okay, so they introduced
they introduced all 5, but we really don't
know anything about them.
Like they had
the modern audience.
We kind of know what they do, but they haven't. I know exactly what they are, but do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know a little bit.
Yeah, that's my point. Like,
but the modern audience probably doesn't know
exactly doesn't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Or very little. That's my problem with this, man. Like, I feel like it just could have been a little smoother, man. Like, you know, I know people think I never criticize Marvel, but I gotta call it what it is, man. This could have been a little bit smoother. That being said, Captain America has a beard, man. It's enough for me to be like, why does he have that beard, man? I want to see why he has that beard. But yeah, I'm excited. Got anything to add?
Black Widow has gray hair.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I guess she's supposed to be like the other Black Widow. What's her name? What's that bitch Yelena Cordova for looking there. Nobody care about her ass. But what?
Just to let y'all know, the scroll is in the MCU.
Yeah, the scrolls are in this. The scrolls are in the MCU, guys. Oh shit. But okay, yeah. Next, I want to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's happening. Is that all we need to say?
I think so. They may have mentioned one other thing.
They announced other stuff. It's just I kind of don't care. The one really cool thing from this movie, Walton Goggins is in this movie, man, and I love that dude, man. If he's in something, I'm there. Like I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is. I'm pretty much there. Like it doesn't matter. But Goliath's in this. Like yeah. Fucking Lawrence Fishburne is playing Bill Foster, aka Goliath. That is awesome. I wonder if he'll be bad guy or good guy. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if he'll work with Hank. I mean, not Hank. Well, I wish it was Hank, but work with Scott. Well, probably Hank too, because he's older, so he'll probably be like one of Hank's like friends or some shit like that. I can see that. Michael Douglas is back too, right?
He's
back, yeah. So. Michelle Pfeiffer is Janet Van Dyne. I wonder if we're gonna have a scene where Hank slaps the shit out of
just like we spoke of.
Come on! I shouldn't joke about that. That's domestic. But I should look.
We live in a different time.
But aren't y'all curious if we're gonna have a scene where he beats the shit out of Janet? Like I'm curious. I want to know if they're gonna actually have a scene like that. I mean, you know,
that will probably be the second most real Marvel thing they've ever did. The first being Luke Cage and nigga being in there.
Oh man! But yeah, you know, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Ant-Man. It's fine. It's a fine movie. Think it would have been better if Edgar Wright would have been directing it, but you know,
we don't discuss that.
It's fine. I'm sure this one will be fine. I mean, I'm glad Larry Fishburne is. This one will probably be better, to be honest, but you know, because they switch fucking creative teams, you know, so quick. And this time, Peyton Reed, regardless of how you feel about that Yes Man. Look up the joke he directed. Yes, man. If you didn't know that, ooh, I'm on fire. But you know, regardless of how you feel about that Yes Man, you know, at least this time this will be his movie all the way through. So you know, we'll see, man. We'll see. Anything you want to add, man?
No, I mean, like I said, do we really need to discuss it? Because I mean, we don't know anything other than a few announcements to the cast.
All right, this will be insanely quick, but y'all know they announced some details for the Flash movie.
I heard.
You know, there's only one detail I really want to discuss, though.
What could it be?
It's based on Flashpoint. That is wow, like. I can guarantee you this will be better than what the show did with Flashpoint. I can promise you it ain't shit. What the show, that shit was like 5 minutes long, man. I ain't gonna lie though.
I'll give it 7.
It gave us like a great scene though, where Barry had to pretty much ask Don to kill his mom. That shit was awesome. He was like, I want to hear you say it. I was like, he's such a dick. I love him. But you know, I'm hyped because this could mean Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be Batman.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool, ain't it? Ain't that just cool as Negan is Batman? The comedian is Batman? Ain't that fucking cool?
I was reading something today about it. He was saying that he was excited about the fact of playing, Batman Daddy and being a part of Flashpoint and you know the turnabout with Flashpoint.
That's cool, man.
So, I mean...
Oh, dog. Lauren Cohan could be the Joker. Because so Maggie from The Walking Dead could be the Joker, because you know that's what happened in Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne got killed. And that's cool, man. I hope it's good. That means that we're gonna get a movie version of Eobard Thawne, and y'all know I love both Thawnes in the Flash TV show. So please, I hope whoever play him does the character justice, man. Like real talk, like Tom Kavanagh was top tier, as you know. Eobard Thawne, and that dude Matt Letcher was top tier, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just hope this next guy, you know, you do the character justice, man. And that's all. Oh yeah, Cyborg is gonna be in it.
Yay, I guess. I mean, the only good thing about that is that
I imagine most of the Justice League will be in it just different.
Yeah,
different from how you would expect. Like I can't wait to see Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa fight. That's what's gonna happen in it. I wonder if they fuck too, because that's what happened in Flashpoint. So Mirror gonna get a head cut off for one of any of that happens. That should be. Or was that? I don't think that happened in the comic. I don't think did she kill Mirror in the comic? I can't remember. I know she killed her in the movie. By the way, I loved that movie. Wasn't the biggest fan of the comic though. But you ever read that? You seen the movie though, right?
Yeah, I seen the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Flashpoint. We got a director because I have no clue. Is that a director?
I don't think we do.
Okay. But we know it's gonna be Flashpoint. I mean, I can't remember. I can't remember. But look that up because that's gonna bother me.
Let's see.
While he's doing that, the Skrulls are gonna be in the MCU, guys, and yeah, that excites me. That is just wow. Like the Skrulls, like do y'all understand the Kree Skrull War is one of the greatest stories in the history of comics, and those dudes are going to be in the fucking MCU. Those dudes are going to be. I'm wasting time because he's looking up if Flash has a director or not, because I have no clue. But yeah, let's just move on to the next thing while he looks. The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. The only reason I wanted to bring this up is because he started from scratch, which means there may be no Deathstroke. There may be,
No, we wanted Deathstroke on the big screen. Can we still have it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do, but we're gonna get to why I'm cool with that. We're gonna get there.
As far as I see right now, they have no director right now.
There's no director. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Matt Reeves, like Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, one of the greatest movies ever made. Like, it's one of the best films ever. Like, and that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Blowing smoke up y'all asses. That's one of the best movies ever made. That's one of, in my opinion, the best trilogy ever. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's definitely top 5. It ain't Star Wars because Return of the Jedi is garbage. You know what I mean? Like, I said it. Return of the Jedi is garbage.
Hey, man.
No.
Look, just because it has that scene that drags down the entire movie.
Which one?
You know the scene when he walks into that tree and sees himself. And
I thought it was Empire Strikes Back.
That was Return of the Jedi.
You sure that was Jedi?
I believe so. That's the one that the Family Guy always peeks at.
Yeah.
And that was in the third one.
Yeah.
I know it has that scene, but it's not a bad movie, man. You act like it's the worst movie ever.
It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good one. It's just people have like this nostalgic like love for that movie. You know what I mean? It's not Empire. It's not A New Hope. It's so not even on the level of those other 2 movies. I would argue that there has literally only been 4 really good Star Wars movies. Yeah, I mean, A New Hope. See, we didn't got all off track, but A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, The Force Awakens, and Rogue One. You know what I mean? I think all the rest of it, I think Episode 3 is not bad. I think that it has some great moments. I think that Episode 2 is god awful. I think that Episode 1 is god awful, but it has a moment in it that gave me goosebumps. And it's not even because of what any character did. It's because of the goddamn music by John Williams. When the doors slide open and like Darth Maul standing there, and then the you know what I'm saying? Like right when that happened, I'm like, oh shit! Every time I see that, it gives me goosebumps. You know what I mean? But other than that,
and then you quickly turn it off.
I watched the fight scene. The fight scene at the end is dope.
Yeah,
like the last, the space battle is terrible, but the lightsaber fight is great. Mm-hmm. The lightsaber fight and the pod race may be the only 2 good scenes in that movie. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's whatever. It's, what was I talking about? Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah.
How did I even get? Oh yeah, the trilogy.
We're talking Matt Reeves, and you saying Planet of the Apes. The modern Planet of the Apes trilogy is the best trilogy ever.
I think the real news from this though is that all those stupid rumors are done now because Ben Affleck was basically saying, I'm a fucking moron if I leave when Matt Reeves, is directing this shit. Like, pretty much saying, did y'all niggas see apes? Like, why would I leave? Like, did you see apes? That's what he said. Like, why would I? This man's a fucking genius. Why would I leave this project if you see fucking ape? Now, here's my hope for it, right? He said he wants a noir. I always fuck this word up. Noir feel for the movie and shit like that, right? Which means I hope he doesn't try and cater to these internet fans that don't really know anything about Batman and just want all these other villains that they've seen in other movies to show up and shit like that. Like, I wouldn't mind if, let's say, the Joker was the villain, right? I wouldn't mind, but kind of tweak it a little bit so he's not a larger than life presence for the entire fucking movie. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind Two-Face, yeah, Two-Face would be good. Black Mask would be good, but I don't want to see anybody like Bane. I think Clayface might be fine in the right context, but I don't want to see anything like super duper overpowered. Even though I know Matt Reeves can direct CGI. I mean, hello, fucking apes. I keep going back to apes because it's that goddamn good. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's gonna keep him more grounded. That's why I don't think Deathstroke is gonna be in this movie like everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? And I'm alright with that. You know what I'm saying? You bring him in later. They got Joe Manganiello to play him. You know what I'm saying? You can bring him back. It's fine. He just don't have to be in this movie. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, if he wants a noir feel for it, you know what I'm saying? Probably like some sort of crime mystery, shit like that. You don't need Deathstroke for that. You know what I mean? Unless you want an actual physical foil for a cool fight scene, which I hope you don't just bring in Deathstroke just to have a cool fight scene. This is Slade goddamn Wilson, all right? This is master tactician, super soldier, cunning warrior, Slade goddamn Wilson with all this character depth and shit like that. Don't bring him in just so he can have a cool fight scene with Batman. Arkham Knight. All right, don't do that. And it wasn't even cool because you had to fight him in the damn bat tank against another tank. It was the same tank battle as the Arkham Knight battle. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
And you had to chase him around and shoot some missiles at his ass. That's how you beat it? Stupid. And I got off track again. We don't want that. Not for Slade.
But the thing is, when I heard about it being like a crime drama noir movie and whatnot, I had kind of the adverse effect of what you had. Like, you was scared that they're gonna try and cater to the internet fanboys and people, the fake fans that don't know Batman and everything like that.
And I don't want to say fake because I don't want people to think I'm being elitist. But you know how it's fashionable to be a geek now. Yeah. And you see those who would win in a fight between blah 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 and blah 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 crowd. That crowd. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean by that. But go ahead.
See, when I was thinking about that, I was like, I just wanted to be a good, like, I'm fine with a crime drama, but I don't think the modern media is ready for a crime drama. Like, that's my worry about it, is that you introduce something extremely cool. Like, even if they did Two-Face, like you had suggested, and they did a really good crime drama, him going against Two-Face, a really good adversary, but the modern media wants to see fight scenes instead. Yeah. Like, that worries me more, that they're not even going to appreciate the greatness of a crime drama with a Batman and want to see just a fight scene or some cool gadgets and whatnot. So that's my only concern with it. But crime drama, I'm here for. Matt Reeves, I'm here for. I just need the modern media.
You seen Ape Shit, have you?
I haven't seen the third one yet.
Okay, but you seen the second one,
yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
So I just want a good Batman movie. And he could probably even work in the whole Batman as a true martial artist. Yeah. Because we still haven't really seen it on the screen. I love Chris Minogue's movies, but it was more of a backyard brawl.
They kind of did it in Begins.
Yeah, but ever since then, it's just kind of like a backyard knuckle brawler or whatnot. Like, he got down and dirty, but it wasn't really finesse.
Yeah, I would still argue the best Batman fight scene is in Batman v Superman, even though none of y'all like that movie. But the warehouse scene is the best Batman has ever been on film. Y'all need to stop hating on that movie. It's really not that bad, but alright, you got anything else to add?
I think we can go to the next.
Batman v Superman isn't that bad. Okay, next, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to talk about some TV. I forgot to put it on the list, but I feel like this should be the first thing we talk about because we talked about it before. Inhumans. Okay. I forgot to put it on the list, and there's a reason for that. But so the second trailer came out, right? The second trailer came out. Did you see the second trailer?
I hadn't seen it yet.
You hadn't seen it yet?
Oh,
never mind. I guess we can't really talk.
I mean, we can still talk about it.
But you can't really add anything. You hadn't seen that second trailer. You know what I'm saying?
I can compare what I saw in the first trailer.
But you hadn't seen it though. You hadn't seen. I thought he saw the second trailer. You know, I kind of want to skip this and come back to it. I kind of want to.
Okay, how about we go to the next subject while we're talking? I'm gonna try and watch it and trying to see what's going on.
This might be some heavy editing here. It might be the magic of editing in this thing.
We'll about that later.
We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. Fuck it, I ain't got no time for that. I want to talk about it, goddamn. He can talk about it later. Fuck it. The second trailer looks a lot better than that first trailer. Looks a whole lot better than that first trailer, man. I'm still skeptical. Okay. IMAX.
Cash grab?
That don't look like IMAX. That looks like, you know what? The second trailer looked like really good TV effects.
Okay.
But TV effects. You know what I'm saying? It looked like, I wouldn't even say really good, just good TV effects. You know what I mean? Why are they running this money laundering scheme, this pyramid scheme that is Inhumans and IMAX? If this was just a regular TV show, I think people wouldn't be as hostile with it. You know what I mean? Like, the costume design doesn't look that great. You know what I mean? Some of the CGI didn't look that great. You know what I'm saying? I think the sets look amazing though. But some people, worried about some of the actors, shit like that. Black Bolt not wearing his mask, things like that. But I don't think people would be this hard on it if they didn't do this stupid IMAX thing trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be in theaters. This should be on ABC. Just strictly ABC. Like nothing. Nowhere near a fucking movie. It's like Norm of the North. Remember when Norm of the North got released with Rob Schneider? You remember that?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did that come out in theaters? This is the same thing. This is Norm of the North, the Marvel version. You know what I mean? Why is this happening? And we got to see Medusa's hair, which looked good. You know what I mean? I got nothing, really bad to say about it. It looked good. You know what I mean? Her hair was moving like Medusa doing shit. You know what I mean? It's just that wig when it's at rest, boy. When it's at rest, man. I mean, I'm a little more optimistic. Scott Buck is Scott fuck him, as a matter of fact. Like the way I see it. Although like I said, didn't hate Iron Fist, and I'll talk more about Iron Fist in a bit. I don't know if he actually did the research on these characters. I don't know, because it's clear he didn't do it with Iron Fist. You know what I mean? And Inhumans is kind of something you kind of got to research to really, the main character doesn't talk at all. He doesn't talk. The main character doesn't say a word.
Yeah, that's not something you can just stroll in and be like, hey, I'm going to do this movie.
I'm going to do this fun. I think that's like a cheat code to make an interesting series, though. The main character, main hero, doesn't say a word. Yeah. It's fucking interesting. So that's why I even wanted to read Inhumans back in the day. I'm like, oh, this dude don't say shit? You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But when he say shit, he levels societies. You know what I mean? He just blow a nigga face off. He can whisper and just melt your fucking flesh. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's
was any of that in display in the second trailer?
You said what?
Was any of that displayed in the second trailer like it was in the first?
They in that part where he like grunts and like he hits. Yeah. They show a little more of that scene. Okay. Like he does a little more damage than just a car flying. You know what I mean? And homeboy that plays Ramsey though, man. Plays Ramsey. Homeboy that plays Maximus though, man. He's awesome. Like I keep saying this. That is such perfect casting. I just feel like he's too good for what we're about to get. You know what I'm saying? He is the Seto Kaiba of fucking Inhuman. That's an inside joke between me and him, y'all. See, let me explain that real quick. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Y'all know the card game with the characters. Just real quick, y'all know the card game with the characters and shit. They got all these characters playing this children's game for the fate of the world, right?
Which is ridiculous, but
it's just stupid, right? But the main antagonist of he's like the Vegeta. All of y'all watch Dragon Ball. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's like the Vegeta of the series. He's not really the antagonist anymore. It's more of like the rival to the main character. his character is so deep and so layered that he's too good for that series. That's what I mean by, the dude that plays Maximus may be too good for this series. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's inevitably going to happen. I think we'll see it and be like, yo, he's really great. Why is he in this? You know what I mean? And Anson Mount need a win, because I know people that like Hell on Wheels, but no one gave a fuck about Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels never really got any award attention. No real actual word of mouth buzz or anything like that. And nothing like when the Emmys came out every year, no one was crying that Hell on Wheels was no one gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's been in a lot of things. He's not a bad actor. Don't get me wrong. I think that dude he's serviceable. You know what I mean? But he's never been in anything where I'm like, yo, he's amazing. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, we've seen the dude that plays Maximus in, Game of Thrones, and we're like, yo, he's incredible. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm optimistic to slightly, you know what I mean? It looks better. I wouldn't say it looks good, though. You know what I mean? It looks a lot better than that first trailer.
So you want to go see it?
Hell no. And I'm going to wait 3 weeks until that shit come on ABC. What the fuck? Who the fuck is going to waste their money to go see that? Do we even have an IMAX theater anywhere here in Columbia?
Yeah.
What? Where?
Sand Hill.
Oh, that is an IMAX theater, ain't it? Yeah, that is. I've been there. What am I talking about? Yeah, that is IMAX. But no, fuck that. Hell no. Going to see no goddamn Inhumans.
Man, you talking about some who gonna go see it? Like, people don't waste their money.
Well, yeah, that's true. And then that Marvel names on that shit.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. It'll probably do well. That money laundering scheme that Marvel has.
It's not like people don't spend their money on stupid events that's not really the event they're spending their money on. I.e. a boxing match next month that's not really a boxing match, but hey, we will spend our money on everything. That is the American way.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Man, this shit pick up everything. It's crazy. These mics are incredible. But yeah, next, you got anything to add for that?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, watch the trailer and
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it like the next show.
Yeah.
Because Inhumans is like the thing that kicked this thing off, right? And we will give an Inhumans update every time we do a podcast. How do you feel this week? How do you feel? That's what we're going to do every time.
All right.
Because it's the thing that started this shit here. All right. Next is Defenders. Did you see the trailer? Well, I know you saw the trailer.
Yeah, I seen the trailer.
I know you saw it.
Several times.
The early reviews have come out a little more mixed, but from what I've been reading from the mixed reviews, they really haven't been paying attention to what they've been saying for the past 2 years, have they? They've said that we're not just going to throw them all together when the series starts. It will be a slow build and then they'll get together. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all their stories connecting. They said that shit 2 years ago. Why don't these reviewers seem to understand that? And I see and this is me defending Iron Fist again. The shit I see about, and I'm not saying it's not valid, but the shit I see about people complaining about Iron Fist is just the fact they don't like the fact he's there. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's fair, because they go, well, later on in the series, that terrible character bounces off to other good characters and he's not so terrible. I don't think that's... I want to see that before. I'm not defending... I'm a Finn Jones apologist. I didn't think it was that bad. But this is not me, you know what I'm saying? This is not me doing that. I just think people have a lot of those people have a preconceived bias of, because they didn't like Iron Fist. So now they're bringing it here. Anytime he's on screen, I bet they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Instead of actually watching the shit, whatever. I have to see it. I'm not going to just assume. That's what's happening. But I think that's what's happening. But yeah, that trailer is awesome. What the fuck? That trailer is awesome. Hey man, I'm not gonna give you a hug, Justin. I'm not about to hug you, man. I'm not in my Luke Cage voice. I'm not gonna give you a hug, man. It's not gonna happen. I can't wait for that shit, man. Oh my god, I am just as hyped for this shit as I was the first Avengers. I'm not bullshitting. There's no bullshit in that. I am just as hyped for that. And one more goddamn thing, Sigourney goddamn Weaver is in a goddamn TV show in goddamn 2017, and from what people are saying, giving a goddamn great performance, man. I can't wait for this shit. I get to see Jessica Jones again. I love that bitch. I hated that character before that show came out. I know Jessica's not talking at all, but damn it, this is my moment to gush about how excited I am about Defenders. I have loved all the Marvel Netflix series except Iron Fist. I've loved all of them. And I didn't hate Iron Fist, but except Iron Fist. And finally, they're all together. I even like the second half of season 1 of Luke Cage, and nobody else did. And I don't blame them, because Diamondback is ridiculous. I don't blame them, you know what I'm saying? But I even like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Each show has its own vibe. It's what people complain about the MCU being, like the movies being, how everything seems the same. These Netflix shows aren't the same. It's like this section of Marvel Comics that I've been reading, especially since I've been a teenager, but basically since because Heroes for Hire was some of the first comics I ever read, you know what I mean? Like back when I was a little goddamn kid, you know what I'm saying? So this is all so fucking cool to me. Like, yo, Danny Rand and Luke Cage are going to share a screen and do shit together. Like that's just
and
enough.
And possibly fight each other.
And when they do fight each other, we know they fight each other. Like, that's good enough for me. Like, I'm over the moon about this shit, man. And that trailer, oh my god, that trailer. Even Danny was doing cool shit at that. Did y'all see when he punched the dude and like all the dudes were flying back?
Yeah.
This shit was awesome. And did y'all see when fucking Luke was blocking the shit with his shoulder? I was like, oh, this is awesome. Oh my god.
I even seen the scene that have the hallway scene. They have a hallway scene.
You know that.
I know it's coming, but it looks amazing nonetheless.
But what all the reviews are saying is that the hallway, not the hallway, fuck. The fight scenes are like more like segments in episodes. There's no like balls to the wall like fight scene. And I expected that. You know why? Because all these Netflix shows are like that. Anybody that's expecting Avengers without the world-threatening, threat is a fucking moron.
And they should please go someplace else.
Yeah, just go someplace because you hadn't been watching these shows. Like, I'm excited, but the one thing I hope, I hope he's in it now, obviously, but I hate that they did this. Did you see the trailer with Stan Lee talking about all the shows and the greatest stories ever told and shit like that? And then at the end, the Punisher pops up.
I've heard about it.
Just in time. I hope that doesn't confirm him for Defenders. This is a totally separate rant, so hold on to something, all right? I'm tired of every time I see a trailer that gives some shit away. Like, some things are better to be seen, not told. Wouldn't that have just been cool? Because, like, they have not announced Frank anywhere in this series. Mm-hmm. It's like Daredevil Season 2, when, I already spoiled this for you, so this ain't nothing. But, it's like in Daredevil Season 2, when the Kingpin shows up. Mm-hmm. Vincent D'Onofrio even said, I'm not in this. They never confirmed him in it. We never saw any set photos of him in it, but he shows up in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that have been a cool moment if some shit's going on and then you just see some bullets start raining in and here comes Frank? That would have been a cool fucking moment. But no, because we got to be so cool and get people talking on the internet. We got to show the goddamn dude in the trailer. Just like they showed Doomsday and Batman v Superman's trailer. Just like they showed Surtur in fucking Thor Ragnarok's trailer. You don't have to do that. Why did they do that? What it's like they can't help themselves. Like, you don't have to do that. Just see. We have see it. Like, show us. Don't tell. We don't.
Like I say, I understand.
Like honestly. With a trailer, all we need to know, here's a couple cool scenes. This is what this is about. This is what they're doing. That's all we need to know. All the really cool stuff that's buried in the shit, you don't have to show us in the goddamn trailer. Leave some shit for the actual thing instead of the trailer, man.
But see, we can say that because
hold on, I'm not done. You ever seen that movie Room with Brie Larson?
I still have not seen it yet. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Watch the trailer. Well, don't watch it because you hadn't seen the movie. But if you see the trailer for that fucking movie, they give away the big twist in the middle of the movie. Like, I'm not going to explicitly say, but basically the plot, condensing it, is this lady and her son are in this place called Room, right? and and they've never left this room. You know what I'm saying? At first, I thought it was some fantasy movie. I'm like, okay, this is some fantasy movie. Oh no, it is not. You know what I'm saying? A fantasy movie. But if you watch that trailer, you know immediately it's not a fantasy movie. But when you watch the movie, you really don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You just think maybe they're in a bomb shelter. Maybe they're in this place. Maybe the world ended. You know, maybe you don't know until you find out. And it's dark, you know what I'm saying? But in the trailer, you find out immediately in the goddamn trailer. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You know what?
I understand. You good? You good now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Now, to that point, I understand completely where you're coming from. But you gotta remember, we grew up in the 90s when they showed a trailer. They didn't show everything, and they let everyone get excited. We live in an age where people have a very short attention span right now. You have to show them everything so they can be wanting to go see the damn movie.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's the main reason why they do it.
People need to stop being so stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Short attention span is the
stupid.
It's the thing that's running rampant in this society right now. That is why they do that.
Like, bruh, it's crazy. Like, I saw... Like, they showed that Punisher thing, man, and I was like, oh, shit. But why? God, man. Like, why we just couldn't wait till his trailer came out or something? You know what I mean? I didn't even put that on the list because it's not, by the way, because it's not worth talking about because we don't know anything.
Yeah.
We know stuff we already knew. They showed some footage, too, but there's nothing, like, really new added at Comic-Con. But I talk so much about Defenders. Do you have anything to add? This whole podcast can be Defenders. I'm that excited about that shit. Go ahead. You got anything to add?
Defenders looks good. I'm excited. Like you said earlier, we read a couple reviews. It says Sigourney Weaver could possibly be one of the best villains in the MCU. So
it's not that hard.
Well, that's also true.
You got who? You got Loki. You got
Zemo.
Arguably, some people didn't like him, but I understand why. Because he's barely on screen, and he seems like a super genius without much explanation. But I thought his motivations and all that shit, I thought it was, for the little bit of time he was on screen, I thought it was actually real well done. But some people didn't like that. You got unanimously though, most people love Loki. Most people love Purple Man. Most people love Fist. Those are the three like unanimous ones. People argue about some of the other ones. Like, I know a lot of people like Michael Keaton. I know some people that don't, but I know a lot of people like Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton, the Vulture. And you know what I'm saying? It's just some people like some of the villains, some people don't like some of the villains. Like, I love Casillas for the little bit of time he was on screen. I wish we could have seen the nigga more. God damn it. Mads fucking Mikkelsen, the best TV villain of all time, just not. You got anything to add about Defenders, man? You got anything to...
You seem very excited about it. I'm excited about it.
This man ain't seen Luke Cage though, or Iron Fist. He behind.
But I can still be excited about the trailer.
Yo, this nigga need to catch up, man. He be behind. But
I will as soon as I put down my phone and stop watching.
Stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
I mean, when I get around it, I'll get to it and whatnot. I got until August 22nd. We good.
Yeah. Watch when it come out.
I'm gonna still be a series behind.
Like y'all know. I remember last. I said I'm not gonna binge watch. I said I wasn't gonna binge watch Iron Fist, and I didn't even love Iron Fist, and I watched it in a weekend, man. Like, it's.
The way you talking about it now, I'm pretty sure those 8 episodes will be watched in one
sitting. Bro. I'm not even front. Like an afternoon, bro. And then I hear like some of them like are less than like a real short. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, bro. Knock this out in a hurry. But let me move on. Fuck. Speaking of Iron Fist season 2 has been confirmed. Everyone was kind of skeptical. Some people were like, "Oh fuck no." Some people are, "Yay, maybe they'll get another chance to do it right." And you got some people that actually really like season 1, like bring back Scott Buck. The 5 people that really like season 1 are like, bring back Scott Buck. It was amazing. But how can I say this? How can I? All right. I'm I'm glad it got a second season. I'm trying to find the words to articulate. Okay,
I see.
I'm glad it got a second season because I felt like a lot of the cast got a bad rep. They got a lot of shitty material to work with. I felt like a lot of them weren't bad, and I feel like a lot of them were trying. Even the ones that weren't very good, I feel like a lot of them were trying. I feel like Colleen Wing, I forget that chick name, Jessica Henwick or something like that. I thought she was good. You know what I mean? I thought that, like I said, I thought Finn Jones was about as good as the material he got. You know what I'm saying? Claire Temple was always good. You know what I mean? It was cool seeing Jerry Hogarth. You know, and now Misty Knight is, you know, she's the series regular in season 2, which makes the fanboy in me smile because I hope they don't do a love triangle though. You know what I'm saying? Because spoiler, because you know, spoiler. He fucked Colleen Wing we just got some crazy news. And he fucked Colleen Wing in the middle of, you know, the shit. And in the middle, it's like in the middle of the season. And if y'all don't know, him and Misty Knight are longtime lovers in the comics. Which, if they do that in the show, I think a lot of people will be upset because everyone hates Danny Rand and everyone loves Misty Knight in those Netflix series. So I think that might be a problem. But the inner fanboy in me loves that. You know what I mean? Like that, I fucking love that. I hope they just don't go for the love triangle route. Here's the thing that worries me though. The guy, Raven, whatever the fuck his name is, he is the showrunner. His TV stuff is pretty fun. It's either okay to really fun. You know what I mean? He's written and directed a movie though.
What movie is that?
Elektra from 2005. Starring Jennifer Garner? Yeah. That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Even worse than Catwoman?
I said one of.
Oh, okay.
I said one of.
I just want to make sure.
and maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But I don't know if he directed, but I know he wrote it. That movie sucks. His TV, like I said, fun to, you know, pretty good, okay. Pretty good TV stuff, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That just worries me. I just hope that this season is more kung fu based and shit like that. Like he's gonna have more fight scenes. It's gonna be more, you know, it's gonna be goofier. You know what I mean? More, you know, into, you know, the mythos of Iron Fist and not, you know, I gotta get my company back, Oliver Queen. You know what I'm saying? I just hope it's not, you know, that. You know what I mean? And just what Iron Fist the character is. You know what I'm saying? That's just my hope for it. Do you have anything to add, sir?
I can't really add that much. I haven't really seen Iron Fist, so...
But, I mean, you hear what people have been saying.
Yeah, I hear it. Like, I mean, usually whenever you have a show like that and it's not well received, you kind of got to make a change. And, like you said, he makes good TV, just not good movies. So maybe we're going to get some of the TV
I wouldn't necessarily say good TV, but fun TV.
Okay, fun TV. And that's probably what this
and that's needs. All this series needs to be, man. It's all this. Like I was showing him the other day. It's this YouTube channel of these stuntmen and these martial artists named Martial Club. Now, don't get me wrong. The acting and all that shit is terrible. But like the tone of like the organized fight scenes they put together and shit like that, that's what Iron Fist should look like. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. You know what I mean? It should just be over the top kung fu. Like, don't take yourself serious at all. That's all they need to do. But it seems like they can't help themselves. But yeah, let's move on. I actually did put the Punisher on this list, but we kind of already covered that. Yeah. I didn't realize I put it on the list. They didn't add much. Stephen Lightfoot is the showrunner. That dude helped craft Hannibal. This is gonna be great. Like I got nothing else. There is a 0% chance that this is bad. It's a 100% chance that this shit is at least good. I tell you that. There's a 0% chance you have an actor like John Bernthal. And I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this dude, but as Frank Castle, I'm a monster fan of this dude. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a showrunner like that. There's no chance it's bad. There is no chance. there was no fucking chance.
So basically, we're at good and we can always go higher.
We can only go higher.
Okay.
I will bet my left nut that this series will be great.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it. We will simulcast it on Periscope, and I will cut off my left nut if the Punisher is bad. You hear me? If it's bad, I'll cut it off, and we'll have a contest through among the listeners. Y'all choose a number, and you could win Nightmare's left nut. Okay, if you would like it. Sounds like a plan, right? Sounds like a plan. We gotta get a professional to come in here and cut it off.
Yeah, we gotta see how much that costs.
Yeah, I'm saying we gotta get a professional, man. We gotta come in here and yank it off. It ain't gonna be me, because I might miss or something and hit something else.
I ain't trying to have all this blood everywhere here.
Oh, this got uncomfortable. All right, I didn't put Runaways on here either. I feel like I should have. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
we can talk about it. Well, when is it supposed to come out?
The end of this year, I think, the fall, or something like that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
we got.
I didn't even put Cloak and Dagger. Well, they ain't
introduced anything.
They ain't saying about Cloak and Dagger on here, but
we got time for those shows.
Yeah,
we talk about those later.
But I did put Gifted on here, the X-Men Fox series. First episode directed by Bryan Singer. The showrunner is that dude from Fallen Skies, whose name I don't remember. And look that up for me, sir. Or is it Fallen Skies? I think it's Fallen Skies. That looks great. That fucking looks great. You seen that shit with Thunderbird and Polaris and Blink and all them? You seen that shit?
I seen a little bit of it.
You seen that trailer?
I seen a little. I haven't seen the whole.
Motherfucker, that trailer is awesome. That shit looks great. Like, I was a little concerned because I'm like, yo, this don't need to happen. But I got hype. Homeboy was ripping up them robots and shit. And I was like, oh. And his daddy is a part of an anti-mutant organization. And yeah, he find out his kids is mutants. And he like, I got to take care of my kids, which I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That looks good. That looks really, a lot of potential there, man. I was actually really shocked. Cause the trailer, it looks very TV. Like it looks very TV. But I was like, I was getting hype. I was like, yeah, nigga, get these goddamn robots. And there's up there, and Thunderbird was doing it. Blink was throwing motherfuckers through her portals and shit. I was like, this is awesome. Polaris was up there, and I was like, okay, is she related to Magneto at all in this? I doubt it, but okay. But this was supposed. What was that?
I was about to say, let's just assume that she is.
Yeah. But this one's supposed to be more connected to the X-Men universe than Legion is. So, Legion is not really like they acknowledge that Professor X is his dad, but it's not necessarily the traditional X-Men cinematic universe we've seen. But this one is kind of connected, they say. So it's a lot of nods to it. But yeah, man, I want to see this pilot because apparently most of the footage from that trailer is from the pilot. I want to see the goddamn pilot. I'm like, yo, this is awesome. Bryan Singer's directing the first episode, so if you know Bryan Singer, he's responsible for a few X-Men movies. There's a few of them. Just all the best ones except First Class. And Logan, all the best ones except First Class and Logan. Ain't no big deal. The first two, Days of Future Past. No big deal. No big deal. Even though a lot of people didn't like Apocalypse, I kind of liked Apocalypse.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
You saw it?
I see the problem with it, but I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun. Apocalypse is a lame villain. That's the problem with it. I never liked that motherfucker, man. Age of Apocalypse is a good event. Yes, it's a good event. That don't mean he a good villain. I've never liked that dude, man. I will kill everyone and everything because I am Apocalypse. All of this world will bow to En Salvador. Shut the fuck up. He's so lame. With your lame outfit and your lame armor and your lame pale blue skin, you lame son of a bitch. Lame Lamington. Just lame. What you
got against blue people, man?
They ain't blue people. I like the Kree. I just don't like Apocalypse. This motherfucker's whack.
Man, you got a lot of strong blue people. I hate you.
I'm just saying this motherfucker's lame. But I've never liked that character, bro. Ever. Like, don't get me wrong, and I was like everybody else in the end of Days of Future Past. I was excited for that post-credit scene. I was like, oh shit, Apocalypse. And then I thought about it a little more. I was like, but you never liked Apocalypse, Marquine. Why did you get excited when you saw Apocalypse at the end of the Days of Future Past trailer? I don't know, man. Moving on. Fuck. Gifted looks amazing, though. You got anything to add?
Nah, like I said, I gotta go back and watch the full trailer again. Like I said, I hadn't seen all of it. I've only seen like briefly, but it looks good.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I call that the most shocking thing because I was like, oh man, I don't know about this one.
Fox,
Fox, exactly. You know, there's cash grab. This shit, I don't know. But that trailer, man, it looks cheap, but it looks exciting, man. I can't lie. I want to see it. I can't lie. All right, then now we're gonna talk about the CW TV universe a little bit. I didn't put Black Lightning on here because I just want to wait and see with that. That's all I got to add about that. Yeah. I just want to wait and see about that. I will say this though. I call bullshit on we're not connected to the Arrowverse. Yeah, we're not connected to the Arrowverse until it's a success, and then we're connected to the Arrowverse. Yeah, you're not slick, motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? I know the game. I done played the motherfucking game. And you know the game too, right?
Exactly. I was fully expecting when I read that, I was like, oh, when it's good, something's gonna draw him in.
Yeah. If we don't get canceled, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna be around here with Supergirl and everything.
Yeah, shit. Oliver Queen might be on like the season finale or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
They be like, hey, you wanna come join me up here on Central City? What's up?
I read about you. I need your help in my city. You must become something else. But yeah, that's all I got to say about Black Light. For what I've seen though, looks perfectly fine. Like looks like the CW Luke Cage. You know what I mean? It looks perfectly fine, man. Whatever. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it. I watch all these shows. I can't fucking help it. Yeah, I can't fucking help it. I even watched Gotham before. And by the way, Gotham is not on this list. Gotham. You know why Gotham is not on this list? Because I hate that fucking show. That's why Gotham is not on this list. I hate that guy. I hate that goddamn show. Hate that goddamn show. Moving on.
I can see your hatred.
Yeah,
it's strong.
Hate it. Arrow. They announced some things. Black Siren is a full-on villain in this season. Mm-hmm. They basically said no going back for her. It seems like she's going to be a direct antagonist for our girl Dinah Drake. That's good. I like that. I love the fact that Dinah Drake is a season regular, so now we know she's not going to die. That's good. I'm happy about that. Slade Wilson is back. You knew that was coming, nigga.
I know.
And he's going to be back more often for Arrow season 6, which leads me to the belief that he probably won't die on this island, which is so awesome. Because let me tell y'all something real quick, guys. Let me tell y'all something about me and shit. Manu Bennett in Arrow season 2 is among some of the best TV villainy I've ever seen in my life. His presence was incredible. His motivations, although convoluted, even though it kind of made sense because he wasn't of the right state of mind, also, were made sense. He went crazy over some pussy. Like, a lot of niggas go crazy over some pussy, you know what I'm saying? But his performance is Slade Wilson. The voice, the look, everything, his presence on screen, he's fucking like whenever I read Slade Wilson, when I read comic books now, that's the voice I hear. Not Ron Perlman. And y'all know Teen Titans. If you remember Ron Perlman on Teen Titans, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think about him though. I think about Manu Bennett. That's how good he was as Slade Wilson. I'm so glad to have that dude back. Arrow just ain't the same without that dude, man. Like season 5 of Arrow is arguably the best season. Arguably. Season 2 with Manu Bennett as the main villain is it's one of those two, and to me it is the best season. I had to really think about it. I remember before I told you season 2, but after really thinking about it, I think season 5 is the best season because how much I was enjoying it, and then they threw Slade in at the end. You know what I'm saying? For literally the best episode ever of Arrow. You know what I'm saying? The best episode of all those CW shows. You know what I mean? And all those CW shows have problems. They all have the stupid teen drama because they want the little teenage girls to watch the shit. I mean, let's call it what it is. CW is the channel where chicks watch the shows for who is with who instead of the actual plot of the goddamn show. Which is why I respect those dudes for at least trying to appease motherfuckers like me while walking that line. That's why I don't get all that mad when they have like some drama like that. I don't get that angry because I know they have to do that. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to appeal to two different audiences. Here's my thing though, and you know what I'm getting at. Now, the one thing in that trailer we did not see in the present day, at least not to my knowledge, was Felicity Smoke. Like, do you remember seeing her in the present day?
I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing her in the present day. That has me kind of excited, man. That island blew up. You know what I'm saying? We know William, his son William, that nigga mama dead. Like I gotta find William. Oh, bitch, you gone. As soon as you did that, I was like, oh, you dead, woman. You is dead. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see Felicity though, man. Do you think they're gonna do it? You think they'll do it? Yeah, it'll piss off a lot of people, but you think they'll do it?
I don't think they have the balls to do it.
You don't think they have the balls to do it?
I don't think so.
Man.
The reason I say that because she well, let's just call it what it is. She died in what season 4, or was it season 5?
Well, she didn't. She got crippled.
Okay, well, they was close to death in that one because they kept alluding someone was dying, and then everybody thought it was her, and then found out it wasn't her.
Oh, you're talking about the grave thing?
Yeah. So I don't think they have the balls to do it. I think they going. She and Slade, without shadow of a doubt, are alive off of that island.
Yeah, I don't think. Did we see Diggle? I can't remember.
I don't think we see Diggle either.
I can't remember. I can't remember which. Like, we might have saw Felicity. I just can't remember. But I can't remember. I just remember the Slade. To be honest, I remember Slade, the island being blown up. You know what I'm saying? And him talking to Slade on the blown up island. Well, it looked like they was on the blown up island. Because I love that line where Slade was like, I'm taking my own chances. You know what I mean? That showed me right there. He ain't all soft as they made him seem in that season 5 finale. He's still Slade Wilson. You know what I mean? He's still, you know, has this thumb, the 2 thumbs, and only matters, this guy. You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? If I can get out of here even somewhat alive, fuck y'all. I think he ended up going to his bomb shelter though. That's why. Well, not his bomb shelter. Well, where his cell was located. That's what I think he ended up doing. I don't know what happened to everybody else, but that's what I think happened. But they're gonna have a 2. Speaking of him, I brought him up for a reason. They're gonna have a 2-part flashback 2-parter with him in season 6. So is he? People, anybody that listens to this show, right? Whether I put it on SoundCloud, YouTube, wherever, right? Can anyone tell me, is he dead on the Shannara Chronicles or not? Because I don't watch that. So, like, how does he have so much time now? Like, before he was like, I ain't coming back to Arrow, and I don't give a fuck. Those motherfuckers fucked up Slade, you know what I mean? And now, he's back. So somebody tell me, is he dead on the Shannara Chronicles? I really need to know. Because, like I said, I don't watch. Or did they cancel it? Even better if they canceled it. That's how I know he'd be back for more time. Is he dead? You looking it up now?
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah. We're gonna see if he's dead on the Shannara Chronicles. The Shannara Chronicles. Like, anybody watches that? It look like some, like Teen of Thrones. That's what it look like. Teen of the Throne for the teeny boppers.
Well, I mean, this right here shows that apparently it's coming back this week.
Oh, okay.
And they're moving to Spike TV.
Oh, okay.
So they're not on MTV anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're more manly now. Manly. They're doing it for the guys that like.
Well, he's not dead. Cause it says returning for season 2 from the original season 1 cast, Manu Bennett. So he's still alive.
Oh, okay. Let's hope he dies in this season. Like, maybe that's what. Maybe he dies in this season.
Maybe.
Or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just had a little bit of time to sneak away. Maybe.
And like I said, he's gonna have a reoccurrence, so we don't know how many episodes he's gonna be on.
Man, they just need to bring him back, man. Just make him part. Just make him part of the team. Fuck it. Just nah, that wouldn't work for Deathstroke. But still, man, come on. He's the best thing about that show, man. We've talked for 10 minutes about Deathstroke. I'm excited for Arrow. How you feel about Arrow, man?
I'm excited. I mean, did you see season 5?
Yeah, I saw season 5. I saw season 5. The shit ended with what looked like the entire cast being killed. Like, what the fuck? That was crazy, man. Like, this nigga just shot himself, and like, I was like, okay, maybe ain't nothing gonna happen. Nah, nigga, the island fucking blew up. And then the fucking Arrow logo showed up. And that was it. I was like, God damn. Shit. That shit was crazy. But yeah. Excited for that. Alright, next. What I'm not as excited for. That show that all of you unconditionally love for some reason. The Flash. Can we talk about season 3 before we talk about season 4 real quick?
Sure, we can do that.
I want to know what you thought season 3. I want to know what you thought.
You mean besides it being extremely so and not very fulfilling?
Come on, man. You weren't hyped when they revealed who Savitar was?
I mean, you know, I was also wanted a better show, but I guess I take what I can get. I mean, it wasn't god awful, but it wasn't great either. So I'm in that category.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I thought half of it was kind of trash. Like, just.
I mean, I agree with you.
Like, flat out, like not very good at all, man. I thought even the episode they revealed who Savitar was. Like, they tell us the week before, you gonna find out who it is. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole episode is a bunch of shit that don't matter. And then the last 5 minutes is basically all you need to see. Because even that episode, like, nothing happened until the last 5 minutes. Like, The Flash really fell off this season. It's really alarming because I hope that's not a sign of things to come. I think the advantage they have this season is that the Thinker is the villain this season. Who is kind of obscure Flash villain. Because they, like, what they did and they fucked up doing this, they blew their wad on the Flash villains, man. Like, you know, the first season they had them all in there. Captain Cold, Reverse Flash, Gorilla Grodd, they blew their wad, you know what I'm saying? And then the second season they was like, we're gonna do a version of Professor Zoom. Like, god damn it, slow down. like it's not like the Flash is this laundry list of villains you can use, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, what, we still got Cobalt Blue. Who's left? Cobalt Blue. They already used the Rival. They used them in season 3. There's not many dudes left. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck they gonna do season 5 and beyond? Like, they just completely just blew their wad on Flash villains, man.
I have no idea.
They used Dr. Alchemy last season. Like, bruh, come on, like
he used Killer Frost.
Yeah, used Killer Frost. Yeah,
sparingly through like 2 seasons. So.
Did you see she looked normal?
Yeah, I seen it in the trailer. She looks normal.
I guess we gonna see what that's all about.
But we kind of at the bottom of who we can use. Now.
Yeah, it's over. Like, who's left? Like, it's literally there's no one left, Joe.
Unless they, only thing I can think of with that is that they gonna have to either almost
they got to make up a goddamn.
Do like something like they did in Iron Man 2. And just like combine a villain with 2 different powers together and try to make something up. Or try to at least make a couple of these villains that they had like 1 episode for and make them the focal point by some means of TV magic. So I don't really know what's going on with that.
I wouldn't mind if they just brought back Reverse Flash every season.
I mean,
that's fine. Like, he's Airbar Thon. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He don't need no season long arc. He's the Reverse Flash, motherfucker. That's like it's like if they had a Batman show and the Joker was only the villain for this 1 season. Like, what? But you know for sure he's gonna show up. Like, come on. Like, somewhere this season he'll be in the season.
Yeah.
That's come on now.
So did you also hear about Danny Trejo being in it?
Yeah, man, as not Lobo. Yeah, I heard about it. I heard about as not Lobo, him being in. Man, why they doing this, man? Like, I want he don't have to have his own movie, but I want him to be in the movies as Lobo. Like, is there any other person on this planet that can play that character?
unless you want to reach into the Sons of Anarchy, the rest of the Sons of Anarchy pool.
I guess, man, but Danny Trejo was like, when he posted that picture on social media, I was like, 1,000,000 times yes. This is the only thing that needs that. This is the only thing in the history of things that needs to happen, bro. That's it. Danny Trejo needs to play motherfucking Lobo, man. That's it. That's it.
I mean, it's already bad enough that he's playing a bounty hunter in Flash anyway.
Yeah.
So what was he gonna like do this and then mysteriously become Lobo, and then it's gonna be some bullshit story on how Lobo's created now?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know what.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that trailer was alright.
Yeah.
The end of it, okay, we knew they was gonna free Barry. That's what's happening in the trailer. Like, his costume looked different though. Did you see that?
I saw that.
It looked like the future Flash that he met.
Mm-hmm.
Like that costume, and that costume looks better. So I'm alright with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic, man. Like, it started out so good. That's because Jeff Johns was a part of the creative team in that first season. Mm-hmm. So, the second season he worked on that a little bit too. So that's why the first 2 seasons of that show are really good. You know what I mean? But I just worry, man. I worry that they falling off the cliff. I worry.
Yeah.
I worry.
So we got 2 more shows as far as CW.
You want to talk about the one that I'm not so excited for, or the one that I'm excited for?
Let's go to not so excited for.
Yeah. Supergirl. What? What's the plan?
What? I don't really know. All I know is that we got like a lot of obscure people that are part of the Supergirl mythos that's in it, and that's pretty much it. Like, it hasn't really been fleshed out. Like, what happened to old buddy after he had went to
Monel?
Yeah, what happened to him when he went into space? Like, is he gonna come back? Is he all right? We don't know.
Is he gonna come back?
I know, but they didn't really give no indication of it as far as right now. Right now, they're just introducing, hey, here's Psy. Hey, here's
old girl they introduced at the end of last season. What's her name? The character from the New 52 they had.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be like the other Kryptonian that left.
Yeah. I don't know, because I mean, New 52 Supergirl. Why would I read something like that? Like, why would anyone read something like that? But yeah, man, it don't look that appealing. It just don't. I feel like Supergirl has it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I like the show. I don't think it's as good as some people say, and I don't think it's as bad as some people say. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's just struggling to find its identity, man. I felt like that for a while. Like, who was the main villain last season? Was it Mon-El's mom? Can we say that honestly? But at first it looked like Cadmus. The bitch showed up like the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, it literally switched from Cadmus to Mon-El's mom.
Yeah, it was.
And then it was like a weird team up with Cadmus and Supergirl to try to take out Mon-El's mom.
And then Cadmus flipped on everybody. And let's not get started on Cyborg Superman just showing up and call it, I'm the Cyborg Superman. Nah, motherfucker, you just Hank Henshaw that's now with Cyborg. Why the Superman part other than the character of Hank Henshaw in the comics being called Cyborg Superman? There's a reason for that, though. There's no reason for him to be Cyborg Superman in that show. You know what I mean?
There's a reason.
And also, I believe that entire season, they never fought Hank Henshaw or Superman.
No.
Did they fight? I can't remember. I don't think they fought. I know he fought Kara.
Yeah, he fought Kara.
But I don't think he ever fought Clark.
No.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb. Man, so I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's Supergirl. It's fine. Like, I think the show's fine. It's just I don't. Some people love that show. Some people hate that show, and I don't think it's nearly as bad as the people that hate it say. And I don't think it's nearly as good as the people that love it say. It's somewhere right in the middle.
Well,
it has some really great episodes though.
Yeah, but just like you said, it's still trying to find its footing to be different from the other shows.
Yeah.
And right now, its footing is let's use a bunch of Superman villains and a couple of her villains.
But like this, even the storytelling is different.
Yeah.
I mean, like the thing I don't like about Arrow and the Flash, like last season is that they both kind of had the same type of story. Who is this masked guy?
Yeah.
One did it really well. One did it. The reveal was good. You know what I mean?
The end of the journey was good.
Yeah, the end of the journey.
Not
was good.
the journey itself.
Not the journey, no. But you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's. I guess Supergirl's trying to tell a different kind of story. You know, it's what it is.
Which I'm fine with that. I just kind of wish it was a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Nathan Petrelli. Or is it which one? One of the Petrelli boys from Heroes. Adrian Padsar. What's his name? I think he was Nathan Petrelli. I think he was Nathan. I believe Heroes is terrible. It had a great first season.
But yeah, you had it right. Adrian Padsar.
It was Nathan. Did he play Nathan Petrelli? Which Petrelli?
It doesn't say.
Just look on. You on Wikipedia, motherfucker. Just look.
You got me looking up all this stuff like I'm a comic relief and whatnot. Just crazy.
Yeah, I think it was Nathan Petrelli. Yeah, he's a part of the season. That dude's awesome. I'm sure he'll do well. The thing that makes me sad about that though, he might not be on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. He's Talbot. Did Talbot die? Talbot died, didn't he? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't die. He didn't die.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
They went to go. What did they? They went to go to the old S.H.I.E.L.D. base, but he didn't die.
No. By the way, no news about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they didn't come to Comic-Con, so that's why we're not talking about it.
Look, man, they're in space right now. That's all you need to know. I don't know why you trying to make it seem like it's more important than we know they're in space. They're in space.
I'm just saying, you know, it would be nice to know if maybe this will tie into Captain Marvel somehow. Like but they ain't going because they don't pay attention to the TV shows. But it's all connected. It's all connected.
It's not connected.
It's not connected.
That's them shooting shit in our face.
You still looking this shit up?
I can't find it.
Okay, whatever. Just go to the Heroes cast.
I am on Heroes and looking it up.
This nigga. Never mind. Fuck it. Put it down. I'm gonna say Nathan Petrelli. I'm probably wrong. I don't think he was because it was Nathan Petrelli and it was Peter Petrelli. I'm sure he was Nathan. I think Peter was Milo Villitimiga.
Yes, Nathan.
I always fuck up his name. Milo Villitimiga. He was the other one.
Adrian was Nathan.
Yeah. But Milo Villitimiga is the other one. That was Peter.
All right, Magoo.
You're talking about right, Milo. I always fuck up his last name, Milo Ventimiglia.
Yeah, Ventimiglia.
I always fuck up his last name, but that dude.
Yeah, he was Peter. Yeah,
he was Peter. Okay, yeah. All right, moving on.
So the show that we're now actually excited about with CW show.
Yeah. Legends of Tomorrow, man. This is a fun, timey-wimey sci-fi romp through, reality itself. I fucking love this show, especially last season. So hilarious, and I think a lot of it had to do, and I think how fun it was had a lot to do with his villains. You know what I mean? Like last season, they had Damien Dark, which was the best thing about Arrow season 4. And I know it doesn't seem like much by saying that, but he was genuinely good. You know what I mean? Arrow season 4. You got John Barrowman, which he's awesome in like everything he's in, even the bad shit. And then you had Matt Letcher, who was every bit as good as Tom Cavanaugh as Reverse Flash, man, and they were the full all season. And then you throw in, my boys Leonard Snart. You throw in Wentworth Miller as Leonard Snart, man. It was awesome. They were awesome, and then Evil Rip. And remember Evil Rip for a little bit? That was fun too. This show is just a lot of fun and unpredictable. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't call a lot of that stuff. When you think the heroes are gonna save the day, they don't do it. But the power of time travel makes it all interesting. And for some reason, time travel in this show is a lot more logical than it is in, let's say, The Flash. Even though I don't think it's bad in The Flash, I think it's just done a lot better in this show than it is in The Flash.
Well, there seems to be more consequences than it is in Flash.
Yeah. Like Flash, let's just go get the time remnant.
Yeah.
Like, that's how he beat Zoom. Remember season 2? Let's go get the time remnant.
He gonna race Zoom and then be like, oh well, let me get this time remnant. Go help me out right quick.
The trailer for Legends of Tomorrow though, what would you think?
There's a dinosaur in modern day modern time.
That's all you need.
That's all I need right there.
There's a dinosaur. Anything with a dinosaur gets Justin excited. There's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur in New York City. I'm good.
You good? Who's the villain this season? Did they say? I just know they said an ancient evil this season.
Well, I don't know about who the main villain is. I know David Darcell's going to be in it. Apparently, I'm reading now that he's going to be more dark, less silly.
Oh, okay.
So that can be cool because I mean he was cool anyway when he was a villain.
Yeah.
So. But as far as if he's going to be kind of like the
second here though, like he died in 2000 and whatever year it was.
What 15? Yeah,
15. Yeah, he
technically yeah. So I'm kind of.
But like he already time traveled once, so he gonna do time travel again? It was.
Well, remember at the end they returned him back to his timeline.
Yeah. So what did he do? Just start time traveling again and meet him?
I guess they gonna figure that out. Maybe when they rip the time.
But he is really old. He's like Ra's al Ghul old.
Yeah.
So you know. Yeah.
Probably when they broke time, they just broke him right into modern time with them and whatnot.
I'm a little disappointed. There won't be much Rip Hunter this season though. I'm a little disappointed by that because I like the way his character changed last season. I like seeing him like change as a person. That was cool. Now we're not gonna see him that much. That's a little disappointing.
Yeah, just here and there, just like with Snart. So
that's very disappointing. Cause I love that dude. I just want to see him do stuff, man.
Well, I mean, they've already killed him once.
He would have been a good main villain for the Flash if they didn't blow their wad on him.
But come on now, Snart didn't die one time, and then they brought him back, and then they put him back in the exact same time before he died. How many times you gonna kill this man? Jesus, let him die in peace.
Yeah, but you know, I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah,
like Legends of Tomorrow looks.
So basically, look right now. I'm at Arrow.
Yeah.
Legends. We can mention the other two if we want to. We don't have to. That's my order.
Okay, I'm right now. Arrow, Legends, Black Lightning, Flash, Supergirl. That's where I'm at.
I'm fine with that.
Also, but real quick, I want to talk about the Ray, the animated series they're making. That's in the same universe. Mm-hmm. It's basically a team of heroes in an alternate timeline where I think Vandal Savage won. And you have the Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, all helping, you know what I'm saying, the bad guys and shit. Like Stephen Amell's doing the voices, Oliver Queen as the Arrow. Like the trailers, I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I just want to mention it so people can check out that trailer because it looks awesome. It's gonna be on CWC, just like Vixen was, just like Constantine is going to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, check that shit out. They've been talking about that for a couple years now. That should be really good, man.
So it's basically just an alternate version of their battle with Vandal Savage.
Yeah.
Okay.
From what I gathered, I didn't really research exactly what it's about, but I just know that's what it kind of looked like because they were wearing shit similar to Vandal Savage's symbol. So I assume that's what happened. But I just know it's an alternate timeline. Okay. Or it might be an alternate Earth. I think one of those two. Alternate. What we usually see, all right?
Gotcha.
And usually when they do this, that means they're going to bring that character and his crew of characters into the actual CW universe. So that might happen. You might see the Ray show up on Supergirl or Flash. I'm not so sure about Arrow, but one of those two, or maybe even Legends. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they use they did that with Vixen. The chick that voiced Vixen, she showed up in season 4 of Arrow, which was one of the better episodes of season 4. That chick is great too. I love her. Little known fact, she also voices Vixen on Injustice 2.
I did not know that.
Little known fact. But yeah, just wanted to bring attention to that. All right, but next, the love-hate relationship that I have with this little show that comes on AMC called The Walking Dead. The trailer looks like a Walking Dead trailer. Intense music, zombies dying, people talking about things are going to be different this time, and we're humans and we're going to fight for ours and all that stuff. I can't say I'm excited. Here's a confession, all right? The only reason I still watch this show is because I still love the comic. Like, I think the comic is still one of the best books on the shelves. I think that they somehow have gotten people to buy in the fact that there's no real end game to this. Like Rob Kirkman said, he had some sort of ending in mind, but we don't really see it. You know what I mean? You can't really see what the end game is. You know what I mean? But Rob Kirkman said he has one. The thing is that I think it's still really good. I think it's still really engaging. I think that the strongest point of the comic is the fact that the characters are so strong. You care about what happens to them. Like a spoiler, unless you don't want me to spoil it. I mean, I know how far behind you are. Like, how far are you in the comics? Did you see Glenn get killed? You got there yet?
No. Well, no.
Okay, did you see the fall of the prison? You saw that,
yes.
Right? Did you see anything after that, or that was it? Okay, that's as far as you are? Yes. Laura got shot and then the bitch fell on top of the baby. Spoilers, by the way. Goddamn, man. If y'all wanted to read The Walking Dead, I just fucked up one of the greatest moments in comic book history for you. How shocked were you when you read that page? Like that fucked me up.
Yeah,
because he was like, "Run, Laura, keep running," and then the next shot you just see like her stomach and bam, and holding the baby.
Like,
and I was like, "Yo, lateral the baby." That's what I was thinking. Just like, "Oh fuck, oh she fell on the baby." like throw her like a football. Shit, just lateral her back.
But no, that baby's.
Oh, she was behind. She was behind everybody anyway, so she couldn't have lateral. She would have had to. But goddamn,
it was a Rick baby pancake. That's all we know.
That is fucked up. That was fucked up though. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. The strongest thing about that book is the characters, and I love the characters. I love them all. Most of them, no, but like in the book, they just killed Andrea, and Andrea's been alive since I know y'all thinking Andrea, ain't she been dead since season 3 of the show? I'm not talking about that character that was named Andrea. Right? I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about Andrea. I'm talking about the actual Andrea, not that chick from the show who shared the same name as Andrea. I'm not talking about her. They just killed her, and it was so emotional. Like, it was so I felt it. You know what I mean? And like, kind of getting upset thinking about it now, I ain't gonna lie, because it was hard for Rick and it was hard for all the readers. It was so bad that Rob Kirkman put like a eulogy at the end of the issue for her.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because he knew it was gonna fuck with us. You know what I mean? But and that's my problem with the show. The biggest weakness of the show is that none of the characters are that well developed, and they're all hateable. Like, they're all like, they don't even give them cool character moments to do things that are cool. Except for maybe Daryl. The rest of them are like just hateable humans. You know what I mean? Just like, you really don't want them to succeed at all. You know what I mean? That's my biggest problem with that show. You know what I mean? So now I just watch it to see them recreate iconic comic book moments in live action, because I think that's always cool. That being said, the end of that trailer has me excited. Did you see the end of the trailer?
I seen the end of it.
The stinger at the end. They're doing the time jump, guys, which means they're not dragging this war out. It's going to end sometime this season. I imagine around the halfway point. Here's the thing I wonder about, though. I don't know how people feel about live action Negan. I think it's great, to be honest. I think he is the one thing that I think is consistently good about that show. I just think the only problem they had, they showed him a little too much last season. Like, he's supposed to be menacing, and all that stuff. We don't need to see him all the time. You know what I mean? Hope they kind of fix that this season. But I'm not going to hold my breath, because it's The Walking Dead. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They have this series that has won 4 Eisner Awards, which is considered one of the best comic book runs of all time. Yet they don't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, look at Preacher. Look at Preacher. Preacher is such an infinitely better show because you have two dudes who are huge fans of the source material, and I'm missing it right now to record this for y'all, and they know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Walking Dead don't have that. Like they just don't. They don't have motherfuckers like that. But anyway, what was I saying?
We're talking about the time jump.
Yeah, the time jump. Like it gets me excited because Negan, like I was saying, best thing about the show. I don't know how people feel about him. I don't know if they want him dead or alive. But in the comic, spoiler, he lives. Like Rick and them win the war. I know. What a shocker. Oh my God, the good guys win. Holy shit. Oh my God. I
didn't expect that.
Oh my God, you know what I mean? Yeah, they win the war, but Rick locks him up. He doesn't kill him like, you would think. Rick locks him up because he did that to honor Glenn. Because, Glenn didn't like killing at all. You know what I'm saying? He was on, even though Negan turned the nigga brains into scrambled eggs, Rick was like, we should be more like Glenn wanted to be. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's going to work in the show because Glenn never had that sort of character development. We saw that scene where he struggled to stab the one dude in the head that was the savior. That's about all we saw of that side of Glenn. But in the comic, we saw that a lot. Like Glenn was like, I don't want to kill these people. Like we shouldn't kill these people. You know what I'm saying? He did that a lot in the book. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's gonna work the same in the show because most people watch that show because I'm mad Glenn died. We gotta kill Negan. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think they're going to end up just killing Negan, and that's kind of disappointing. But the time jump is for people to see life after after Negan. You know what I'm saying? Like how things develop. You know what I'm saying? In a couple years after Negan. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I ain't gonna lie, that got me excited. Like that got me to the point where I actually care about watching the season. Like I'm not gonna say I'm gung ho about the show, but I do want to see how they handle the time jump.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the comic. And if they're doing the time jump, that leads me to assume the Whispers can't be far behind, and we'll talk about that another day. That's a lot to explain. I don't feel like it. But yeah. You got anything to add, sir?
No, like I said, I saw the time jump, I saw the trailer. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it still looks like Walking Dead. So, I mean, it
just looks like Walking Dead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I have a little bit of faith with it. I mean, not that much. So, I just kind of
I don't think The Walking Dead is horrible. I just think the thing that makes it so frustrating is that, especially if you read the source material, you know what this show could be. You know what I mean? Like you know how this show can make you feel. You know what I mean? Especially like somebody like me. And I hate to be that guy. Like I hate motherfuckers that watch Lord of the Rings. I'm looking right at Lord of the Rings. That's why I'm using that example. But I hate people that watch Lord of the Rings and they go, well, the books are so much better because the books blah. I hate people that do that. You know what I'm saying? And I find myself doing that a lot. I know I say I hate people, but it's the truth. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I really mean it this time, guys. Like, the Walking Dead comics are so much better than that show, man. Like, Rob Kirkman understands characters. And that's why it works so much better. So I'm going to use this time to just say, read The Walking Dead. Don't watch The Walking Dead. Man, watch it if you already watch it, if you like it, whatever. But I would recommend reading The Walking Dead, not watching The Walking Dead.
I mean, like I said, I read the first portion of it right to the prison. It's really good. It is better than the show. So I know where you're going. I know where you're coming from right now.
Yeah. All right. Got a few more things on this thing. Hold on. Got to scroll down. That's right. Live in living color. All right. Young Justice. Young Justice Outsiders is the name of the third season. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this other than thank you for listening to the fans. This got canceled so prematurely. They left on probably the biggest cliffhanger I've ever seen in my fucking life. We were wondering for the longest. Did you watch Young Justice?
Not all of it.
Okay, yeah. But then, god damn it. I'm spoiled the shit out of this then. We were wondering for the longest, who was Vandal Savage and the Light working with? Who was providing the technology? Why did they always seem to have the upper hand in terms of technology and even in tactical advantage and knowledge and all this stuff? It was like, who is helping them? How do they always have the upper hand? Well, we find out in that season 2 finale when the last shot of the season is Vandal Savage, who hijacked the fucking war world. You know, Mongol's giant ship. And he hijacks the fucking war world and he flies to Apocalypse and he shakes Darkseid's hand and canceled. Fucking canceled. And yo, when I tell you the anger I felt in all of this 322 pound body, yeah, I'm fat, but it's 320, I was upset, Justin. Do you hear me, nigga? I was so mad. But they listened to the fans. We all were upset. We all watched it on Netflix because Greg Weisman, one of the showrunners, he basically said when they added it to Netflix, he's like, "Oh hell yeah, watch this, upvote it, give it 5 stars, let them know you want Young Justice." You know what I mean? And that's what everybody did. If you got on after Young Justice came to Netflix, right? If you got on there, right, and you looked at like most popular or highly rated shit like that, Young Justice was always in the mix. And I'm like, that's right, keep watching, maybe we can make something happen. And we made it happen. I'm so excited for this. The designs look so awesome. Like, did you see the picture, like the new designs of the characters? Or whatever?
I seen it when they were all standing side by side.
Did you see the 3 from the original team? They had Artemis. It was Nightwing, and it was Aqualad. Like Aqualad looks like somebody daddy, y'all. Like he had you see how he had like the little mini fro with the goatee and shit. They always wearing black. I guess they look like a military unit now, and like the new like team, I assume it looked like Damien. I don't think it's Damien. I wonder how much time has passed. Like, did they say? I don't think they said. They didn't say how much time has passed.
I don't think so.
But time has passed. You know what I mean? It looked like Damien. We saw Static, which was awesome. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, I think that was Tim just wearing a hood, but I don't know. But we saw Wonder Girl. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking. You know what I'm saying? We saw Superboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this all looks so awesome. We just don't know much about it, and I just feel bad that we won't get my boy Miguel Ferrer playing Vandal Savage again like he did, before, he passed away. That's why watching Twin Peaks I get so sad because I'm like, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Like Vandal Savage, man, we're not gonna get that majestic voice as Vandal Savage again, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. They go get some new guy that's not as good. But yeah, man, like I'm hyped for that. Like if you watch Young Justice, I don't know how you're not hyped for that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait. It's supposed to be coming sometime 2018. Can't wait. Can't wait, sir. Can't wait. Do you have anything to add?
No, not really. Not right now. Like I said, I kind of need to finish watching it before it gets off Netflix in the next couple weeks. But other than that, yeah, I'm excited about it.
Well, I think they have it on the internet on Blu-ray. But, we can find some other means for you to watch the show. I don't condone the other means, but there are times where sometimes you gotta use the other means. To watch young. But anyway, I'm only gonna talk about one more thing. I plan on talking about 2, but I don't have much to add about the other thing. I want to talk about this madman that's writing Superman. All right, like why they allow this madman to write Superman? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Frank Miller is writing Superman Year 1. In the year 2017, like, this is not 1988. This is crazy, man. Daredevil's no good, Frank Miller. You know what I'm saying? This is I don't like Marvel's Netflix's Daredevil, Frank Miller. That fucking Frank Miller. Like, bro, this dude is a certified lunatic. Like, why are they allowing him to get this character who is highly lauded and highly perceived as a certain way, you know what I'm saying? And after we read All-Star Batman and Robin, I feel like Frank Miller at this point in his life should not be trusted with legacy characters like that. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck knows what he's about to do with Superman? Like, this dude is a certified lunatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck knows what he's going to do? So it's kind of scary to think about.
So is he more of a lunatic than Mel Gibson, or is it Mel Gibson?
Oh yeah, that's a good example. He's like the Mel Gibson of comic book. Him and Alan Moore are like the Mel Gibson. It's like the, you know what I mean, the Mel Gibson of comic books. That's a good example. Even though I'm not 100% sure either one of those guys are racist. You know what I mean? I don't know if Frank Miller's racist.
But they're
I know he's highly conservative. I don't know if he's racist though.
Okay. But they're crazy as hell.
But they're crazy as fuck. Yeah. So certified lunatics. But yeah, man. Like, I ain't got much to add. I'm concerned. Like, I like Superman. I would say I'm a fan. Oh, playing for teacher. I like Superman. I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I worry for people that really like Superman, because they gonna be pissed. Like, this is Frank Miller now. You know what I'm saying? And this is just him. There's no co-writer. It's not it's not like DK3 where you had Brian Azzarello in there. Be like, all right, settle down, old man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is just him.
Well, I mean...
Oh, speaking of Superman, I forgot to talk about it in the TV segment. Krypton. I'm going to check it out. Doomsday is in it. They're going to have to explain that. But I'm going to check it out. You know what I mean? This is before Superman was a glimmer in his dad's eye. You know, before he was a sperm in the scrotum of Jor-El. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see. I mean, you know. You heard about Krypton, right?
I heard a little bit about it.
Yeah. Doomsday. Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. They're going to explain that, whatever. And one little mini rant before I get up out of here. We just went through a lot of the major news of San Diego Comic-Con, right? Mm-hmm. San Diego Comic-Con. Comic-Con. Y'all companies got to do better. There's news, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and act like there is no comic book news, but we should have got an influx of it instead of just what we got, which is a few things here and there. We should have got an influx of comic book news. I'm very, very disappointed. This convention has turned into something else. And don't get me wrong, I want to go one year. Like, don't get it fucking twisted. It looks awesome. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, man, it's supposed to be Comic-Con, man. Like, come on, man. It's y'all shot, man. But, you know, like, I feel like we should have got more Marvel Legacy news. We will talk about that a lot more at a later date. But I feel like we should have got more of that. We got some stuff about Dark Knight's Metal. We got some stuff about that. And, you know, we'll talk about that later. This is long. We'll talk about that later. What else did we get? We got some the Ghostbusters thing, the IDW Ghostbusters book written by the writers of the movie. That's cool, man. Like, but
we got the X-Men.
Oh yeah, the X-Men. Yeah, the blue and gold crossover.
Yeah,
Mojo Worldwide, which looks like stupid X-Men fun. Stupid X-Men fun. Like, oh, they're gonna face a bunch of villains from their past in Mojo's arena. That sounds awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mark Guggenheim don't sound awesome, but that sounds awesome. I'm just a little. Oh yeah, and the Power Ranger stuff they showed off too. There's a lot of that. You know, the stuff with Zach, the main story with Zach and all that. I mean, it was a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I just felt like we should have got beat over the head with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the case. I was a little disappointed.
See, now what your Little Rangers did, you feel more like... Remember that episode of the Cleveland Show when they went to Comic-Con? Yeah. And Junior was upset because it had got Hollywood instead of actually being true to its roots.
Yeah.
You are Junior right now.
No. It's just...
I mean, it's fine. Like, I see what you're going at. Like, it's called Comic-Con, and you don't even have... You have more about movies, TV shows, than comics.
It's just disappointing more than anything else. It's just really disappointing.
Again, it's what I had talked about before. We live in an age where short attention span rules over all. And we're going to always have big and shiny instead of the stuff that brought this event to what it is today.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. We have talked for 2 hours and 3 minutes. I'm going to cut this off. This was fun. You got anything to add?
Nah, I enjoyed it. This was real fun. Kind of wish we had a Comic-Con event every weekend so we can talk more about this.
Shit to talk about. But I don't know, man. We might, I might just like record like some reviews of my pull list, shit I read and stuff. I might do that, shit like that. But I mean, you could too, but you don't read nothing. But you're too busy playing Yu-Gi-Oh and shit.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh developers, if you need some testers, I'm right here.
I play this card, but yeah, guys, thanks for listening. Wherever I put this, just thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys later.
See you guys later.
Peace.